The past 4 days have been astounding. Over 4,000 people have come together to learn about bringing Torah values into their homes. We have been mechazik families, couples, and education of the future children of our generation. But where did this all start? Atara, can you bring us back to the beginning?
Sure. It started right here in Yerushalayim, Ir HaKodesh, at Nishmat, the Jeannie Schottenstein Center for Advanced Torah Studies for Women. Right here on the Monique C. Katz campus in the Elisa Flato building. Rav Yehuda Herzl Henkin, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, and Rabbi Chana Henkin had a dream. They had a dream to bring Yoatzot Halacha to every Jewish woman all over the world. But this vision of the Henkins needed to get to the world, and it was the sustained generosity of the Koshitsky family, with the establishment of the Golda Koshitsky Center, that founded our Women's Halachic Hotline and Yoatzot.org and brought Yoatzot Halacha to women all over the world. I'll never forget the day I met Miriam and Felix Glaback here at Nishmat. Miriam and Felix had another dream. They wanted to bring Yoatzot Halacha to work one-on-one with women in communities all across the United States. In 2004, we had one Yoetzet working in the United States. Fast forward, it's 2021, we have over 25 Yoatzot Halacha working in 50 communities all over the United States and Canada. Which brings me to the next part of our story. Our neighbors in the north.
3 years ago, a group of women joined Mizrahi Canada to form the first ever Canadian Yoatzot Initiative, where we brought Yoatzot Halacha from Yerushalayim to answer questions, give shiurim, and support women across the community. And then the pandemic hit. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the thirst for knowledge and for support for families, couples, and for women grew enormously. We had countless shiurim and info nights, and our phone lines were off the hook. And at that point, we realized that we had to do something big to support and instill Torah values into our families. We decided to join together with Yoatzot communities across North America and form the Health and Halacha Conference. After 25 communities joined us, we realized this was going to be real big, and therefore we turned to the Miriam Glaubach Center at Nishmat.
This conference has been incredible. Our Yoatzot Halacha, Rabbanim, medical and mental health professionals, each person we called, as soon as we said what we were doing, they said, yes, we want a part in strengthening Am Yisrael. The synergy has been truly contagious.
The conference itself was incredible, but the Health and Halacha Conference also spread out to schools. And we had a session for high school educators to learn about how we educate girls of the future to build the families of Am Yisrael, as well as 2 sessions for high school girls from over 25 schools. 500 girls came together to learn about the strengthening Jewish families. And we have to thank Jonathan and Ariel Eltis for their generosity in making this all possible.
Our full-hour sessions are a wealth of information, but if you have time for just a small burst of knowledge and inspiration, you can head to our 10 Talks, which have been generously sponsored in memory of Simcha Elka, Bat Yosef Chaim, Aharona Malka. And from the bottom of my heart, I must thank Drs. Martin and Amy Fox-Graffel, who not only sponsored this conference on a platinum level, but Amy, your hours of guidance and counsel have brought us to where we are.
For a conference focused on strengthening the Jewish family, there is no greater role model than Dr. Celeste Masuda Jacobs, Zecher Zichronah Livracha. This conference was sponsored by our loving family, the Jacobs family, in her honor, because she embodied everything that this conference is all about. She was a loving mother and wife. She was an accomplished dentist and found time always to strengthen her children, her family, and all those around her. Everyone remembers the incredible woman that Dr. Jacobs was, and it would behoove us all to take a look at her biography and look at the video in her honor.
We really hope that our conferencing platform is helping you absorb and learn and digest a wealth of information about health and halacha. But thousands of hours of work went into putting it together, and the core of that work really rests on our remarkable steering committee.
Our 3 chairs of CYI, Marcia Schumacher, Lawson Rabinowitz, and Rebecca Nadler, are the foundation of this entire project. We have to thank them for the countless hours, care, guidance that they have given all of us in making this a reality.
And on the Miriam Glabach Center side, Sarah Rower Bentheim, oh my goodness, when do you sleep? You have put in so much work and guidance and counsel, and we really could not have done a single thing without you. I want to tell you about my dear friend and mentor, Yoetzet Halacha Rivka Sonnenberg. Rivka, it has been just an honor to work with you over the last 15 years as a Yoetzet Halacha, and to watch the way in which you worked carefully in your community to build a program, the CYI program. It's heartwarming. It's amazing to watch what you've built in Toronto.
And from Mizrahi Canada, we have to thank you, Rivka, for being a leader and a guide for countless women and putting together Jewish families across our community. All we have to say is just thank you. Thank you so much to the Mizrahi Canada staff for all the hours and time they put into this conference. It's really, really incredible. And thank you especially to Naomi Almaleh for the amount of work and care. You can see her handiwork in every aspect of this conference. Tamshichi to do great things for the Jewish community. Thank you so much behind the scenes to Audra Russell as well as Sonia Kaplan for all they've done for this conference.
On the Miriam Glabach Center side, nothing we've done in the last decade plus has been without the counsel and hard work and just unbelievable efforts of Yoetzet Halacha Dina Block. For this particular conference, Dina has been working thousands of hours on PR, and she's been working on the PR with Abby Wolin and with Shana Hirsch and with Naomi Almaleh. It's really a remarkable team we've put together here. I would like to thank Ayelet Chaba. Ayelet runs our Golda Koshitsky Center in Israel, and she's actually holding the camera right now, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. And I also want to thank our new executive director at American Friends of Nishmat, Sarah Fredman-Ader, who is an alum of Nishmat. And one last thank you, Lisa Bloomberg, you're the best.
One of the most unique aspects of this conference has been the synergy between the organizations. There's over 25 different organizations, 80 shows, and cities across the world that have come together to make this possible. And what's even more unique is how Mizrahi Canada and Nishmat were able to work together in such a way where they focused only on the mission of doing what's right for Am Yisrael in these difficult times.
After such a difficult year, now more than ever is the time for all Jewish organizations to work together to support Am Yisrael. We can't wait to see what our organizations are going to get to do together next, and we invite you to join us on our